Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. It is Sunday the 3rd of March 2024 and I am reviewing these really awesome looking Warhammer 40k Dark Angel Deathwing Terminators. And there are 6, including the Strikemaster with Power Sword, the bigger box on the bottom right corner. Very, very nice looking. I'm looking forward to these a lot. They do look fantastic. Going to make a fantastic shelf display. If you get them all, even if you get 1 or 2, they look great anyway. Okay, let's get a quick look at the boxes. So, Knight with Mace of Absolution 1. Nice looking shield and details. Very, very simple. Looks very cool there. Let's put them out of the way for now. Number 2, Ancient with Company banner. Again, looks very nice. If it's anything like the Ultramarines Terminators, they'd be fantastic. They are looking like pretty much the same apart from the iconography, some of the detailing and colour, obviously. So that's a good sign. Knight of Mace of Absolution 2, slightly different. People are going to complain they skipped Legs Day, but hey ho. Let's go with this one. Knight with Flail of the Unforgiven, or Knight Master with Flail of the Unforgiven. Again, looking very, very nice. But no helmeted head. Like a couple of these might have helmeted heads. The Champion looks particularly nasty with that great big axe halberd thingy. And then lastly, the Strikemaster with Power Sword and a much bigger box. Because this sort of wings coming up there does look good. Looks very, very nice indeed. Okay, I'm going to unbox and set them up. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. And here they all are. Wow. These look amazing. One of the best shelf displays you can have regardless of scale. I think they just look fantastic together. All 6 of these together look really, really good. Okay, I'll have a look at accessories, but before that, please consider joining the Patreon, link in the top right of your screen now. Get to see all the videos before they're published on YouTube. We have exclusive content from time to time, and we also do prize draws as well, so it is worth checking out. And it's free for 7 days with no compulsion or obligation to continue. Okay, so accessories, they all, except for the Ancient with the banner, come with a pair of alternate hands opposite to their default. So they come with trigger right and gripping left, and they come with spare right gripping trigger left. They all come with a round base, and some of them come with these little knives here. I've not put his one in or his 2 in because it takes a little time. I'll talk about how to do that easily in a second. The other thing you get with the Strikemaster is you get unhelmeted head, which is not bad to be fair. Only unhelmeted head we get with this bunch. Get a better view there. Pretty nice. Very, very nice looking figures, and they are chunky. They are big boys, as you expect, being Terminators. Very, very big. Okay, let's get a close look. So we'll start with this Knight with the, whatever it's called, with the Mace of Absolution. This is 1 or 2, I've forgotten now, but never mind. You see I haven't put his knife in that little loop. In fact, this is the one of 2 knives. So get a close look. Shield is fantastic. That hooded helmeted head, it looks awesome. Very, very cool. One thing I would say, if we look under, I'll take this off. You should have. If we look under the hands, we've got the piping coming through. Presumably this is a weapon, but there's no drilled barrel, it's just a stub. And I prefer a drilled barrel. That's if it is a weapon. I'm not sure, someone can tell me it is or isn't. But other than that, he looks great. The thighs, as he skipped 5, his thighs are actually a little bit chunky. They're not too bad. Nice colouring, you see there's shading on there. Highlighting is difficult when it's like this sort of colour, but that shading technique looks like it's been airbrushed perhaps. It does make the figure look really, really good. Just quickly pop his shield back in. The fingers are quite pliable, you see, so you can bend them quite a bit, and then you can get the shield in quite easily. Stick him slightly over. Now look at the one with the flail. Again, different design shield. Here's an helmeted head bit. That head does look great. The flail is great, the knife's great. To put the knives in, what you need to do is you push in the opposite way I'm taking out. So I've taken out, you've got to push in this way, and then friction will keep it in place. You can pop the dagger in after. Like that. The other way, this is too fat to fit for the loop comfortably. Great looking figure. Repent on the right. Look at the individually painted sort of studs there. Nice coloration on the cloak. Still got the coloration, the shading underneath. Hip feels a bit loose, but that's because the weight of the figure, and I'm holding it, will make it bend. Very, very nice. And these are really big boys as well. The only thing with the shield is the wrist might struggle to support the weight. The arm joint's fine, the wrist might struggle. Now the Ancient with the company banner. Let's go back first, have a look at the banner. Banner's nice. Again, it's that 3D, so it's raised, so it looks really, really good. It's got that classic sort of Terminator helmet head look. Nice power fist. You've seen the closed power fist before. Great on the bolter. Looks a bit thin around the elbow joint, but that's okay. Again, it's a knife. Does look nice. The only thing is, can these bolts, can we take the we can't take the clips out of these bolters. Okay, now the Strikemaster. Biggest box because of those things coming out here. That sword is massive and nice as well. He looks very, very cool. Wrath. Caliban. Very nice looking. Then we come to the, I think it's the Champion, is that right? Champion next. It's got this rather hefty, nasty looking weapon. Now that is quite as evil looking. Look at that. That's a power. And again, his hip feels a bit loose when holding him because the sheer weight of the figure is going to go against him. So the hip's a little bit loose. Angel. And then lastly, the other knight with the mace. Again, there are differences. So if we have a quick look in first. Again, he's not helmeted. That head sculpt is brilliant. That is well creepy. That'd be, if you're into 112, buy one of these, take that off of their hood and put another figure. You've got a really grim, you know, very dark looking figure. Very nice. Again, different on the shield, which is fantastic. Great details all around. Very, very cool. Now, one of them, I can't see which one it was, it actually got the lion's name on him. It says Lion. There we go. The company, the Ancient with the banner. Very nice indeed. Okay, we're going to look at articulation. Now, we're going to look at articulation on one, and then we're going to look at a couple of others because they've got some bits that are articulated. So I'll start with the knight, who we can't really see at the moment because he's out of picture. And I will take the mace and the shield off again. Also, I'm using him because he hasn't got any knives in his in the little loops, so he's going to be slightly less encumbered by them. Okay, but mind you, his head is so sort of stuck in, it might be a bit difficult. Is a bit of a bit more light on. Yeah, oh, look at his eyes shine out. That's evil. That was even better there. So we got a full. This one's probably the worst of it. Inside the hood, you can turn left, right, forwards, backwards, and you can possibly get a small side to side. But it's actually quite difficult. Arms all around, they're actually quite stiff. I can't feel, very stiff, but I can't feel a ratchet. Look at that. Fantastic coming across there. Outwards. Better than normal Space Marines of this joint system. They are getting further. Still not flat. Because there's a nice joint on the pauldron. There is a bicep swivel. Bicep bend. You're getting over 90 degrees, which is fantastic. Now there is the issue with the hands, and the issue is that little forearm piece that sticks out here really limits his turn because it impede. You have to sort of get this to go round or pop the hand out and push it back in again. But you get the turn and you get the all direction articulation. Now the nice thing is this is not one piece like we've seen on some. Have we seen that one piece in other figures? I think we have, but this is not. So you still get this nice trunk articulation, forwards, backwards, side to side, and you can turn from the trunk, and then the waist you can turn as well. So together, forwards is okay, backwards okay, and side to side is good. Hips, pretty impressive for a chunky boy. They're looking at over 90 degrees, that's pretty good. Forwards is fantastic. Backwards, almost a full split, and he isn't turning too much on the body. That's really good. Thigh turn, you've got chunky knees, but it's a double kneecap. However, the chunk of his legs is getting just over 90, makes it difficult to get more. And the kneecap's not too ugly. Maybe if I can bend from the bottom. Still no difference on the actual angle. And then the feet, we know, we can see already like a metal joint, it looks like in there. We can go left and right, we can swivel, we can do dorsiflexation, tippy toe, and we have the toe articulation. Now, other articulation I want to show you. If we look on this guy here, the individual flails are loose, which means they count as having articulation, as they do move, which means you get a natural hang down, which is fantastic, not fixed in place. If we look at the Strikemaster, likewise, are these keys, or other keys, they also can move. Now, if you want this to go under the guard, you could pop out, push around, and pop back in, but I'm not sure how well that would work, so don't quote me on that. Very, very cool. So we're going to go through size, and they are all pretty much the same size. I need to measure one, then I'll measure the Strikemaster to the top of the wings, and then we'll measure the Ancient to the top of the banner. Then we'll do a comparison, and you're going to have to stay for the comparison. It's going to be great. Okay, they say 13.6 on the actual box in cm, which is just over about 5.25 inches or so. So top of the head, yeah, it's much bigger. Top of the head on this is just over or just about 5.5 inches. It's about 14 cm. So they're all the same. Top of the wings, we're getting 8.5 inches, about nearly 22 cm. And then to the Ancient, the top of the banner, because shelf space is going to have to be measured. We're looking at 12, just over 12.25 inches, 31 cm. So they do take up a lot of space. Now comparison is going to be difficult with all of them, so I'll have to move some out the way. So I'll move out this the first knight I just used a second ago. I will move out this one to the side. Let's move him here. Let's move him here. Okay. So first, let's get an idea with a regular Dark Angel. This is a Blade Guard. Is it Blade Guard veteran? No, it's a Blade Guard. Yeah, he is tiny in comparison. Look at that. They are towering over him. He does look a bit on the small side, but I love the way that the colour is almost identical on the armour. It looks the same on camera, but to the naked eye you can see a slight difference. There's more care taken on these Deathwing on the shading, which is nice. Okay, next, let's look at them with their Primarch, the Lion. Now they're going to look a bit on the small side. And they still look great together. They look tiny in comparison to him now. Very, very cool. Okay, let's move away from Dark Angels, get some idea of some other figures. So let's go for a Captain in, is it Gravitas armor, Ultramarines. Now here's a, his leg just dropped off, managed to catch him. He is a big boy. Just clip it back in place, but I think he's going to look a bit small. Okay, now everything is falling apart on him now. Okay, let's try it again. This is actually a square peg, not a round one. Okay, there. So compared to normal figures, he is actually big, but compared to these guys, he's still a big figure, but he is dwarfed. He looks small in comparison. Now let's go to a Terminator, one of the Ultraman's Terminators that I really like. This was this, I think, a Cyclone missile launcher. It was really cool. They are bigger than this Terminator. They're bigger, they look better, there's more care taken on their details. Though they're using the same, almost the same head. And then lastly, let's compare to the bigger Space Marine. Our Space Wolf is Ajax, who's a massive boy. We can see he is just still bigger than them. What a great bunch of figures. You need to have a huge amount of shelf space to display everything that JoyToy have done for 40k, and now they're Horus Heresy 30k, but worth it to display all of it if you could, or just display some of the select stuff. It'll just look fantastic. Great figures from a great line. Really, really looking fantastic. Be a real sort of speaking point. People coming out see these great looking figures on your shelf and what the hell is that? You know, if they don't know, and if they know, they'd be really excited. Oh my god, you got like the 40k stuff, that looks so cool. Okay, let me just get this guy's shooting his hand again and get them all set up slightly on this side here. Really, really nice looking figures. Cracking job once again by JoyToy. They are doing great stuff with this line. Let's get his feet sorted out. Very, very cool. Okay, this is Awesome Master. We're signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. Do check out the Patreon. If you missed the link earlier, it's also in the video description below. Share this video if you want. Subscribe to the channel, please. I'll see you in the next video soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.